Welcome back to Limbus Company. I keep hearing the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo of this UBS drive or something disconnecting and reconnecting, and I don't know what it is. All my stuff is working fine. Nothing's disconnecting, nothing's reconnecting, but it keeps playing the sound and it is driving me insane. I think it stopped. I think it finally stopped. I think it finally stopped. I hope it finally stopped. Hello, Plagueis. Hello, Scorpion. I'm doing great. How you doing, Plagueis? Losing my I am slowly but surely losing my sanity. I think it stopped, though. I think it stopped. I think the annoying, oh, yeah, it's, what I'm talking about is that Windows sound that you get when you unplug a device. It kept playing that like something was disconnecting and reconnecting, but nothing was, and I was beyond confused. It was driving me insane. But I think it stopped. If I hear it one more time, I am gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. 15 freaking times before the stream started. But hello, and how's everyone doing today? Normally I don't play Limbus Company this much because I can get easily burnt out on PM games, which is so freaking complicated, but I just had the urge to play it. So, yeah, we're playing it. Also, I got Kurokubo Clan, Roshu. I actually got her. Apparently I just had enough ego shards, not ego shards, what the hell are they called? Oh no, they are called ego shards. Apparently I just had enough of these. And I got her, so I figured why not. More bleed. More bleed. What's your passive? Oh, well, it's another guy who just gives me more bleed as a passive. It's just more bleed. Wait, do they all have that same? Wait a minute. Oh no, you're like, you don't have that. I thought they all had that. What's your passive? Skill. Ally with the highest speed and fixed +1 bleed. Oh, so you have the same as her. How many of these have that? What's yours? What's your passive? If I uptie you. Although I won't, because I'll be using Priest Gregor. I like Priest Gregor. When one ally with a slow speed hits an enemy with +10 bleed, inflict 1 offensive level. Once again, I will click all the wrong buttons before I click the drive that I want to. Also, hold on. Do I have any rewards? I ain't gonna cash this in yet. I want to see if I can't get you. Okay, drive. No. Inferno, yes. Okay, I am on the right thing. I am on the right thing this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a wizard war. I cast Itchy Bones and Tungsten Ballsack. Bold of you to assume that your mortal magic has any effect on me, Scorpion. Bold of you to assume that. Also, is there any ways to get bonus to you or no? I don't think there is. Crap. I gotta set this up again. You.
명령이라면
I want the bonus. Support you. I hopefully should by the end of this have enough to get the Kurokumo clad piece. The hell was that noise? Oh, that was my pupper jumping behind me. Who says it's not snake magic? Well, last I checked, you're not a snake, and we're the only ones who have access to that. So try again. Try again. There, Kurokumo plan, or any other ID for you that can give me a bonus? No. No.
제가 원하는 대로 베어버려도 되나요?
Oh, we're jumping right into the bulldozing. Okay, okay. I'm so sorry, guys. Just get out of my way, please. I just... One attack killed him. Wow. I've never seen a difficulty go downwards, and it scares me that something worse, something's far worse to come. Scorpion, I have had enough of Elden Ring. After the DLC, I've just had enough of Elden Ring. No, I'm good. No, the answer to that is no. I'll give Night Rain a chance when it comes out. That's all.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요. 깨는 건 즐겁네요.
Oh, I lost the clash. I am actually surprised. God, this setup is so weird. I want to go back to my blood feeds. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is like the first ID I've seen where she actually uses her sword out of its sheath. I think. I think she does, or does she still use it like a club? Okay, no, she actually draws her weapon. Okay. A lot of the things she just smacks them while it's still in the sheath. Or uses a different weapon.
거치적거리지만 마. 잘 갈렸고.
And we have what?
재미는 없겠지만
나가서
그렇게
싸워.
할게요.
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh, no, actually we have not. There is a survivor.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
Well, now we've won. You just Spartan kicked him so hard he just liquefied. Did we just fight the...
맞습니다.
여직
Yes.
봐왔던
Their
면면들과 다른
appearance
생김새요.
are rather
좀 더
dissimilar to what
심화된
we've encountered before. They appear to have grown more acute.
최종의 다음 형태입니다.
There are evolutions of the... Oh, those weird dog-looking things that we
사람마다
just fought.
담아온
Okay.
죄에 따라 최종의 질이 달라지니 형태는 다양할 수 있습니다.
I don't even know how to begin to pronounce that. That kind of one transforms into depends on the types of sin that one has embodied in life. So it is no surprise that there may be variations to them.
여태 이런 형태가
But
나타났던 적은
we've
한
never
번도
encountered
없었는데요.
anything like them before.
황금 가지를 회수함에 따라 최종의
Collecting
성장이
gold bells
촉진되기도
could have
합니다.
expedited their growth
그 가지
process.
뭐가 연관되지 않은 걸
Those
찾는 게 더
bells,
빠르겠어.
they really have
생각이
something.
참 어마어마한데?
They really have something to do with everything, huh? Our job is starting to look a lot more serious.
아니 그러고 보니 이 죄종이라는 거 뭔가 죄를 상징하는 거였지.
Right, that reminds me. These are each supposed to represent some kind of sin, right? My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No, the sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer, their voices grow muffled. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today.
자신을 잃고 원본의 모양을 상실한 모습으로 보이는구려.
It appears that they have lost their sense of self, their original forms now forgotten to oblivion.
뒤틀림이라는 것도 비슷한 거 아니었어?
Aren't distortions kind of similar to that?
누구는 뒤틀림이 되고
Also,
누구는
what's
죄종이
happening to
되고.
my vision?
무슨 기준인 걸까요?
Some people become distortions and some people become... I wonder what the difference is. I think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. Executive
알리자니?
manager?
뭐라고 했어? 파우가 설명하고 있어서
What'd you
격조차
say?
안 들렸는데.
If talked over you, I couldn't hear.
계속하자면 극심한 스트레스에서 자신을 유지할 수 있게 된다면
If it would allow me to
그걸
continue
뒤틀림으로
maintaining the
발전하고.
self, maintaining the self even at times of extreme stress could cause one to evolve into a distortion, and when the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within. Manager? If one... What's happening to Dante? If one's devoured by their sins, they are reborn the form of their image reflecting the dreamt by those who are nothing. Dante?
단테, 괜찮은 거...
Dante, what is... the hell is that? If one... I couldn't see that. What was that? That flashed on screen. What was that? That happened too fast. What was that? I couldn't see it. I'm going back on stream. Oh, it just... okay, it was just static. Okay. If one withstands, yet their sins the hearts.
뭐야, 시계대가리. 갑자기 무게 잡고
What the hell,
뭘
clockhead?
중얼거리는 거야?
What the bloody hell are you talking about?
심각한 소리가 나는데
Eng?
저분 의체 머리에 무슨 문제라도.
I ill like the sound of that. Has something gone awry with their prosthetic head? If one seeks to bear the shell of their original hearts.
대과. 그걸 말하려는 것이요.
Ego, is that what you are speaking of? And in a world perceived through their own, the shall be unveiled to their egos, melt into by of sin.
말투도 뭔가 저희 할아버지.
They're starting to talk a bit like my grandfather. Manager, your head.
관리자님, 머리가 불타고 계십니다.
Executive manager, your head is on fire. His head's always on fire.
오, 불꽃.
No, his head's almost always on fire, just not as much on fire. Oh, what a blaze.
진짜 터질 것
I think they're about to explode. Only those who can't define their own. Wait, we've got to do something before Clockhead bites it. Got any bright ideas, lass? I know not what to do. Only those who are awakened by their own. Scorching. I had thought that Manager Esquire's flaming head was merely for style, for I had not once felt such heat from it. It's fire, Don, you dumbass. He did not just try to...
씨, 그때 이야기했던 자폭 장치가 작동된 거 아니에요?
Faust, what if they accidentally activated their self-destruction switch?
모든 걸 녹일
This
것처럼.
heat, if we don't douse it now, it's going to melt everything around them. Yes, the operating principles are the same. Dante is via the golden valves connected to the root of the sapling planted in some training area of the headquarters, which is to say that
가지고 나발고 저 새끼 불을 꺼야 할 거 아니야.
who gives a shit about the bowels? We've got to douse the flames on their head. Water, just that they would have water. We must make haste and douse the flames sometime later.
정신이 드는가?
Praetor, art thou recovered? My eyes, if I had eyes, that is, open slowly, I was lying on the ground surrounded by the sinners. I don't like Sad Dot. Sad Dot is kind of cute, but it's still depressing to see. What happened?
기억을 못하는 것이요?
Do you not recall what had transpired? I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy.
관리자님, 복귀하면 반드시 수리
Executive
받으십시오.
manager, we must visit a workshop to get looked at as soon as we return. Workshop? Did I malfunction or something?
무슨 기계 다루듯이
That's one
말하긴.
word for it.
어차피 지금은 어떻게
Don't
할
talk
수도
about
없는
them
것
like
같고.
you're talking about some machine. Either way, there isn't anything we can do about what just happened, not here.
복귀 후에 이야기 나누시죠. 우선은
We can discuss this
활동에
later
지장은 없는 것 같습니다.
once we return. What just transpired does not seem to pose any hindrance to our mission. Aang, where
이미
is...
올라갔어.
She has
궁금한
advanced
것도
without us.
걱정되는
While
것도
I
많지만
remain
상황이
curious,
급하니
yet
우리도
concerned about your
합류하는 게
condition, we
좋겠구려.
must reconvene with her. The situation calls for urgency. Yeah, okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first.
오랜 목마름도
What the
어버이를
hell
향한 죄책감도
happened to
피를 마시는
Dante?
순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니 가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔. 그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한
That's a concern, to say the least. I mean, his head's always on fire, but it's usually not that on fire. Can I level up Don more? No. Okay, Scorpion pulls out, deneuralizes and presses the button stick. You have never played Elden DLC, only beat the main game, but your data got corrupted and need to start from square one again. Yeah, that Scorpion. No, that annoyance is burned so deeply into my brain, it's like breathing at this point. You're not gonna make me nothing, not even that's gonna make me forget that. Not even that will make me forget that level of pain. The DLC caused. I've almost got enough for the card.
잘 됐네.
Oh, I have actually managed to hit a point where I'm not using
이건 또 왜
Sinclair no more.
고장이 났어?
I never thought the day would come. Why'd this have to break? Why now? There was a nervous-looking man on top of the stairs in the utmost floor of the building. I could immediately tell that this man was unlike any other foe we have faced in this building.
조용한가? 가만히라도 있어줬으면 좋겠는데.
It better be quiet in there. I hope that thing at least stays put. He kept looking into his pocket watch as though he was expecting something awful to come out of that door.
저자는
He is.
그분의 복장과 유사도가 높다. 관련된
His
인물일
garb, which is
가능성이
highly
크고
resembles the
좀 전의
Kumo
인물들보다
clan's
상위 계급일 것으로 보인다.
standard outfit, suggests that he is a relevant individual in this case. It is possible to extrapolate from his outfit that he is a higher rank than any foe we have defeated on the course of this location.
그렇다면
Then, before I have had a chance to suggest waiting for a bit to come up with a strategy, Aang was already charging the man.
내놈 분명 흑운의 부조장이랬다.
You must be the captain of the Kumo clan.
뭐야?
What the?
내 놈들이 그렇게 바라던 검계 수급이
You wish
지금
to
앞에
hurt the
있다.
blade lineage.
Come
Very
on.
well. Here I stand before you, face my blade.
애들은 전부 치우고
I suppose
올라왔나?
this means that my men are all dead, huh?
마음 같아서는 그냥
I'd toss you into that
사무실
office if I
안으로
could,
집어던져놓고
but
싶지만 안에 상품이 있는데 그럴 수도 없는 노릇이고.
the
아,
merchandise is still
열받네.
there. Come on.
상대하는 것 말고 방법이 있나?
Suppose I've got no
이름이나
choice but
묻지.
to fight. At least allow me to do it myself. Then you can tell me who you are.
나는 준이다. 네 놈이 쳐부수고 올라온 것들의 부조장.
Name's June, captain of the boys you killed.
앵두 검을 다루는 게 살수.
Egg,
우두머리 김삿갓을 부하.
from the blade lineage of blades, a former mentor to Bamboo-Hatted Kim. Mentor? Okay, I didn't do that right, okay. The hallway before the door falls silent as if it is as calm as the winter dawn. She's going to die here, isn't she? The two warrior blades draw begin to cautiously take cautious steps. It was though they were attempting to gauge the distance between each other. There was a sudden flash. When I came to my senses, the pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. The hell was that noise, dog? The outcome of the oh no.
야,
Come on.
뭐냐 이건?
That's it, huh? Oh no, I like. Stop killing the characters I like! Michelle! It appears to have been Aang's defeat. She fell to her knees.
뭐 제대로 시작도 안 했다.
I mean, I was just getting started. I'm surprised you even had an energy left from that attack. She's been fighting the Kurokuma clan's henchmen from the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted.
중상에서 회복한 지도 얼마 되지 않았습니다.
I must also remind you that she was on the verge of death not so long ago. She has overexerted herself. Hey, dog, quit moving the bed around. You're moving my desk. No, I don't care. It's not the exact spot you want it to be. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, pupper. I must remind you that she was on the verge of death not long ago. She overexerted herself. Wait, did he not even land a hit on her? Did she just fall to the ground exhausted? What? Are the rest of you gonna fight me too? This hardly seems fair, me against all of you. This Jun rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from his single clash against Aang that he wasn't going down easily. Well, I don't like that we're all ganging up against this one guy, but got a loudest clock on your head. What even is that? Is that some local T-Corp clock-shaped prosthetic fashion or something? It is a clock, right? You there? Is that a clock? Wait, were you there? Is that clock head on time? Wait, what do you think? That clock ain't for telling time. Huh, then why'd you decapitate yourself for it? What a useless clock. Okay then, any of you got a timepiece, a clock, a watch, anyone? My stupid watch broke again. The sinners wordlessly surround you. I guess not. Are any of you wearing a watch? You must all be insane, shouting about without a timepiece. Even if I did, I would hardly find it within myself to show it to thee. You really are getting on my nerves. You know what? That's it. I'll be in deep shit if I let anyone in there anyway. So come and get me. I'll cut you down if it's the last thing I do. Well, I get the feeling this guy ain't gonna be no pushover. Oh, he will be a pushover. It's a drag to win. Okay. hopeless. Of course. I mean, he's the only 2-star in this group.
꿰뚫려라. 먹지.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
We are wait, how many are there? Oh, what if 10 defeated? Well, the number's about to be a lot higher now.
깨는 건 즐겁네요.
너희의 무기 이 혈투를 승리로
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
엎드리도록 대인중
좀더
Get him.
잘될수 있을 것 같은데요.
끝이 너희의 무기 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
I expected this guy to actually be a proper boss. I was not expecting this drag to win. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a proper boss. I stand corrected. Oh, he does have a lot of health though, and he's losing to a 2-star.
끝이 너희의 무기 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌
Oh, you got to wait. Who got staggered? Oh, you did.
거치적거리지만 마.
I had 50 bleed on him, and oh, like that one turn. Wow.
이 정도로 나와 고민할 때?
Oh, I broke his sword. Oh, what a oh, I feel bad now.
이제 대화를 좀 해보지.
Now let us converse for a moment. Aang seemed to have recovered somewhat as we fought. She bound June with a rope before throwing him to the ground.
고작 부조장이 우리에게 내려진 현상 수배의 이유를
Not
알 거라
expecting your
생각하지
captain to
않는다.
know why your organization has put a bounty on our heads. But I
마치 보호라도 하듯이
cannot quite
우습게
place
서
the
있는 곳에
reason
문을 막고
you
있는
were
연구를 할
standing
수가
guard before this room. It was as though you were protecting our mentor from us, of all people.
내 놈만이 아니지. 이 건물에 있던 후군의 놈들 전부가
Wait, it wasn't
위로
just
올라가는
you,
걸
was it?
필사적으로
Even
막고
Kurokumo
싫어했지.
clan filth we've killed on our way up to this floor stood in our path like they were protecting something with their lives.
아니 그러니까
Fine, here's the truth then.
피해자는 우리라고.
We're the victims here.
무슨 의미인가?
What do you mean?
이거 진짜
You guys
짜증나네.
really have a way of pushing my buttons, huh?
애초에
We
우리는
weren't part of the
너희를
party
추적하거나
pursuing
배반이라고
you
상관이
or
없었어.
cutting you down. That was none of my business.
범죄 현상금 걸린 조직이나 단체들이 한둘도 아니고
You're just
너도
one
걸린
of many,
팀이었다는 거지.
many syndicates, our organizations, that were unlucky enough to be on the thumb shit list. Our run-in was just a coincidence.
그냥
We were ordered by the
우리는
thumb
엄지에서
to
내려온
stand
명령에
guard
따라서
next to a black
여기에 있는 검은색
here.
기술을 지키고 있었을 뿐이다.
That's all.
또 다른 곳으로 배달해야 하는
Everyone was on
상황이다.
edge because we were supposed to transport it elsewhere pretty
너희
soon.
검개놈들이 나타났다. 갑자기.
But that's when you Blade lineage bastards appeared out of nowhere.
나타났다.
Out of nowhere?
그런가? 우두께서는
I see, so
이곳에서
this is
깨어나신
where our
건가?
mentor was awakened.
너
You,
뭔가 아는
sounds
거냐?
like you know something that I don't.
애초에 사람이 어디서 그렇게 툭 튀어나올 수 있나?
Can't say I've ever heard of a
그리고
tech that could blip people into existence just like that. I thought they were using a singularity or something.
애초에 너희가 이길 싸움도
Besides,
아니었어.
the Blade lineage never had a chance.
우리는 수적으로 훨씬 유리했다.
Our numerical advantage was insurmountable.
그랬겠지.
Of course.
검개놈들 중에 멀쩡히 싸울
We
놈이
had your
3명쯤
friends
남았을 때까지만
we had
해도
your friends cornered.
문제가 전혀
We had no
없었어.
trouble cutting them down until there were but 3 of you left
그런데
standing.
갑자기 그 대장놈의 눈이 희번득거리더니
Then all of a sudden your boss's eyes suddenly began to glow and
짜증나지만
he cut down everyone around him. It was a one-sided slaughter.
그럼
What then?
그래. 검개고 오리고 주변에
You
있으면
got that
전부
right, Blade
죽여버렸단
lineage.
말이다.
Kurokumo clan, it doesn't matter. He cut through everyone.
그러니 뭘 어떻게 할 수 있겠냐? 우리가 나는
So, what the hell was I
조정으로서
supposed to
애들이 죽는
do?
걸 막아야 했고
What were we supposed to do? I'm their captain. The lives of my men are my responsibility. I had to save them somehow.
결국 내가 문을 막고
I stayed behind to guard the door while my men
안에
guarding the
애들을 배치하는 수밖에.
while my men guarded the entrance to this building. What other choice did I have?
아 짜증. 이게 뭐냐 대체? 곧 약속한
shit.
배달 시간이
Deliver-
다가오는데
Deadline's coming up. I'm finished.
손가락 한두 개로 끝낼 사안이 아니잖아.
This won't end with me having
젠장.
This won't end with me having a cut off finger or two, damn it. Aang struck the back of Jun's neck with swift precision and dropped him to the floor.
앵두군 이미 샘프 환자를
Aang, that man has already been subdued. Wherefore did thou
이 안에 들어서려 하면 귀찮게 굴 것 같아.
have
잠재웠어.
merely put him to sleep? He would have caused trouble if he had attempted to enter. If we attempted to enter that room while he was conscious. I
후드름만
must talk to my mentor, see him with my own eyes.
얘기하는 거 못 들었어? 주변에 보이는 건 죄다 썰고 있다며.
Have you gone deaf, lass? Your boss will cut down anyone who gets too close.
없어.
No, that cannot be.
이야기를 종합해 보면
Dante, we can infer that what information we have gathered that, yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it.
후드가
Our mentor. Aang's hands trembled as they wrapped around the doorknob.
전투를 준비하지.
We must prepare for battle.
기사관님이 그럴 리 없단 말이야.
I know the mentor Bamboo had him will not do such a thing. She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion.
싱겁네요. 윗대가리가 죽었으니 이제 당신들도 우리 조직 밑에서 구르게 되겠죠. 식구 취급을 해주진 않으니 알아서 기.
Okay, I have enough. drive. Okay, stages. Now, do I have, you're up type 4, right? Yeah, you are. I assume you bleed like all the others? Oh, no, you're not. Huh. No, you actually don't have any bleed. Your blade lineage. Is there another one that does bleed? No. Okay, it looks like I'll use... Okay, it looks like I'll use him. And just let him sit and get the bonus. You need to do Berserk and Bind of the Hawk game. Have you played it? No, I did not know that was a... I did not know Berserk got a game. I did not know that. So no. Bamboo-headed Kim. Mentor, what is this?
이건 우도의 검술 아닙니까?
I recognize the
이상은 하며
rings. These are your techniques.
이들을 우리의 친구를 해야였단
How did you put your blade to our fellows? That's not Kim anymore.
통하지 않을 것 같군.
Attempt to communicate seems futile. Pitchback flames linger behind the man she called Bamboo-Hatted Kim her mentor. Something had devoured him. There was something in his eyes. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This is a distortion.
그리 짐승처럼 울고만 있지 말고 말을 하라는 겁니다. 말을!
Cease your beastly howls and talk to me. Please say something.
야! 다가가면!
Or don't get too close. The distortion unsheathed his blade in a blink of an eye. I sensed that something had entered its range.
그 형제 죽이겠다는
That stance, you're really going to kill. Get out of the way. As Aang stood there confused, Sinclair urgently hurled himself in her direction. In that brief moment, the distortion's blade descended upon them as though to bisect the very space they inhabit.
이미 싱클레어 군도 범위 안에 들어갔구려.
Summarize that Sinclair entered the distortion's range as well. We have no choice but to suppress it. We tense up, sensing the changing atmosphere. We slowly raise our weapons. Yeah, this teeth composition is just weird, but it's getting me the most bonus I can get out of this thing. Okay, so your whole thing is on use, gain 2 poise. Slash resistance goes down. Okay, so your main gimmick is just you make me bleed, and this will paralyze me if I'm not careful on hit. Okay, gotcha. Okay, this guy is fast. A lot of my stuff is favored, except for you. Okay, we've got this. Most of these things are favored. I am holding up pretty well against them. Not bad. I've already whittled down a good chunk of his health, too. This is not too bad. I was a little concerned. He has a very menacing presence, but no, he's not too bad. Although, the amount of bleed he can do to me can get out of hand really fast, looks like. And you're dominating there. You're fine. Okay, we're good. This, I don't think there's anyone who's really gonna lose here. Oh, never mind. She was dominating, I think. That okay. That loss caught me off guard. Okay, so far not bad. Favored. Yeah, I think we've got this. Yeah, we've got this. This is fine. Oh, and we have won. It's over. It's over. Even if this doesn't kill, the amount of bleed buildup will. So he's basically dead next turn. Even if this doesn't kill him. Oh, never mind, I got him. It's a cool looking sword.
승부수가 먹혀들었군. 판세는 완벽히 우리에게 있었다. 정착지를 찾을 때까지 이 기세를 잃지 않기를.
Got this. We've got this. Bamboo Hand kneeled and caught his breath. Something began to shimmer behind
침상
him.
거울 던전입니다.
This is a dungeon, a mirror dungeon from the
동이
Phantoms.
치킨 때랑 같은 곳이다 그거지.
Just like at Ding Dog's bar in Friars, huh?
봉이 치킨이요. 봉이.
It's Ingbong Gregor Ingbong.
이미 들어갔군.
He has already entered the dungeon. So
좋아.
we've got to follow the bloke,
따라가야겠지.
eh? Yeah, we were ordered to secure the distortion as well, so... An immense heavy sensation emanates from within that space. The monolith has to be in there somewhere, too.
따라가지.
Let us follow. She was clearly dumbfounded by the turn of events. I could tell she was determined to see this to the end. We had nothing more to add.
진입하겠습니다.
Advancing.
이건
This is
S사의
this place has taken likeness. This place has taken the likeness of S Corp.
단순한 S사가 아니지.
Not just anywhere in S Corp.
침상이라 했나?
You call this place the Fathoms of Ego. It
김
appears
작가님의 기억에
that the mentor
영향을
Bamboo Head
끼치는 것
Kim's
같군.
memories are affecting this place.
알고 있는 것이 있는가?
That this it's there from his past that you are aware of.
아니,
Why did I have such a hard time
자세히는
reading that?
모르지.
No,
주워 듣기만 한 이야기로
nothing in detail.
그분의 과거를
I don't
읊을
believe I
자격은
have
내게 없기도
the
하고.
right to divulge a depiction of his past on hearsay either. And continuing the morose
이
tone.
빌딩에 갑작스럽게
When he appeared
등장하셨을
so
때
suddenly at this building,
아마
I don't
우두께선
suppose he
별탈
had
없이
much trouble
흑운을
cutting down
배웅하고
Kurokumo
계셨겠지.
clan's henchmen.
우두와 함께 다니던 인물들 모두가 뛰어났고 아무리 흑운의 같은 규모가 큰
I'm certain
조직이라도
he was flanked by
간부가 아니고서는
competent men
조직원의
and
수가
women who
좋기
it
백은
would not
혼자서
have
쓸을
mattered
담을
how
능력이
many
있으니
henchmen if you were against the Mentor. Nothing short of a Kurokumo clan officer could have given him any trouble. In fact, I surmise that he would have been able to cut down 100 of their men on his own.
하지만
But
주변인 모두가 김 작가님 하나 강함이 있는가 하면 그건 또 아니지.
not all those who
그분과
accompany Master Bamboo
하늘과
Hand
땅만한
Bamboo
차이가
Hand
있으니.
Kim were as powerful as he. His capabilities lie far beyond our own.
끊임없이 몰려드는 흑운의
His
놈들에게
fellows must have fallen one by one before the endless
하나하나
onslaught of
당해갔을
Kurokumo clan henchmen.
그 모습은
And
제법 과거와
I cannot
비슷한
help but
구석이
image
있었으리라 생각이
that
드는
the sight must have reminded him of a rather tragic event in his
김
past.
작가님은 그
An
장면이
unpleasant
마음의
event that
분노를
likely
크게
shook
일으켰을
Mentor
테고
Bamboo Head Kim to his core.
뒤틀림이 일어나기 좋은 조건이군요. 모노리스의 영향이 스며들기도 좋은 환경입니다.
That alone fits numerous criteria that make it ripe for a manifestation of a distortion. He was in a very receptive state of monoliths influence as well.
공기가 되신
So
것인가?
that is how the Mincer became beholden to his blade, like a fiend.
그렇다더라도
Yet still, how could he remained wordless and advanced as this finally muttered to herself. It was all silent, save for the sound of our shoes lightly pressing into the soil beneath our feet. Okay, that actually sounds very useful. And oh wait, can I not? Oh. Oh. I can't. Oh. Oh no. I can't actually select a... I can't actually select a support. Oh, and they're not giving me the bonus for the dungeon either, I don't think. Oh, Okay, I'll forfeit. I'm going back in. I need to reset this stuff. I did not notice that it's not giving me the bonus for this going in with... Okay, before it was like giving me a bonus for the other event. It's not giving me a bonus this time around, so... Oh, no, it does. It does. Okay, I misread it. It does give me a bonus. Okay. It just wasn't displaying it. Okay. No, doesn't seem to want me to use the support ego. Not support ego, support ID. Didn't seem to want me to use the support ID. A game... Okay, it looks... Graphic design is amazing. A game you would play... It's a game you would play... ICA... Just looking at it. I'll look into it. No, I'll look into it. I never actually even heard of the Nobu's Arcade game. I'll look into it.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
We've got this.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는
Commence the steamroll. We've got this.
꽤잘 갈렸고.
Oh, and he is just dead.
꿰뚫려라. 꿰뚫리고.
고귀하게.
mind. You got this.
추잡하네.
끝이 꽤 잘 갈렸고 거치적거리지만 마. 흐르게 뚫리고 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
이쁘네. 네 피분수.
Oh, you poor creature. I am so sorry for this.
그렇게 할게요.
이쁘네. 네 피분수.
잘 됐네.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna steamroll these guys in like 3 or 4 turns. Out of the way. Out of the way, small fry.
꿰뚫려라. 다시 먹지.
추잡하네.
거치적거리지만 마. 개인적으로 난
되는 건 즐겁네요.
개인적으로
Oh, and GG, it is over for you
거치적거리지만
guys.
마. 40. 먹지. 이 정도로 나와 검을 맞대? 이 정도로 나와 검을 맞대?
We are just steamrolling these guys with minimal effort.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
먹지.
So I think we're gonna end this combat in like 2 turns.
엎드리도록.
How that slaughter went, I'd be generally surprised if it takes more than 2 turns.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Okay, never mind. That barely hit for single damage. Okay, never mind.
꿰뚫려라.
Okay, yeah, it was more like it was over in 3, so it's close enough. After we, like, one-shot 2 people, I thought this would be over in, like, 2 turns. Nope, they are actually surviving more than I thought they would. This is just sad what's happening to you guys right now. You are getting your asses handed to it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, you poor thing. That thing did not deserve that. I'm sleepy. Sinking? Yeah, I'm not. Okay, yeah, refuse gift. I don't need that. No. Sword stance like I'm about to draw the sword. Okay, gain bleeding. Oh. Yes, Roshu. It's gotta be you.
죽이 좀 맞았어?
Okay, nice. Which one do I want to go? I'll go to you. Okay, I do want this. Okay. I wasn't sure.
시킬 사람이 없어서.
Okay, not bad. Thank you, Siri bot.
라만 차렌드를
And now
뒤엎는다.
let's have the steamroll begin. Yeah, I give this 3 to 4 turns before they're all dead.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
40. 먹지. 이 정도로 나와 겁내놨대? 전화. 개인적으로.
이쁘네. 내 피분수.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요.
가족을 위해
되는 건 즐겁네요.
잘 갈렸고.
Got him.
잘 됐네.
Okay, let's do this. Out of my way, small fry. Out of my way.
40. 먹지.
That was a... Never mind.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요.
엎드리도록. 거치적거리지만 마. 꿰뚫려라.
I am so glad I have Nancy God Alpha. All the Blood Feed, she's gotta be my favorite. Well, art design, I like her better. Gameplay-wise, Dawn's Blood Fiend ID is, I love it. Again, her weapon looks like something straight out of Fate Stay Night.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요?
이 정도로 나와 겁을 맞대? 이 정도로 나와 겁을 맞대?
Okay, heal all sinners 20%. Heal him again, that's fine. Okay, so this is gonna be a story starting. I am gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna go get a quick snack. I will be right back, everybody. Also, I need to stand up and move. I am getting eepy. I am getting eepy. That is the wrong button. I am getting eepy. Okay, hello everybody, I am back. I had to step away for a moment, and I had to move. I'm getting eepy. I had to move. I had to just stand up for a moment. Plasma donations suck the life out of me, and I really should get a nap before stream, but I don't.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
Also, I love Kim's design in this. That glowing blue eye. He almost looks like a kind of like a Sans almost. It looks like Sans eye, like that blue or like aura leaving the eye. That I don't know how to explain it, but it looks really cool. That effect has always looked really cool to me. So that thing behind him is
모노리스입니다. 김 사갓에게 힘을 부여한 시점에서
indeed that is the monolith, the artifact. Must have entered his fathoms of ego the moment it imbued Bamboo Head and Kim's strength.
이 저택은 분명 에스사를 떠나기 전
This
마지막으로
matter must be where
맡으셨던
Minto's last
호위 임무의 대상이 살던
Okay.
집인데
resided before we departed Escort.
이
Such a massacre.
여태껏
Mentor,
참상의
was this
기억이
carnage the memory
모두의
that
발목을 부여잡고
has
있던
haunted your
것입니까?
dreams and your waking hours for so long?
하지만 그렇다 한들 친구들의
Yet the
억울한
deaths of
죽음은
our dear fellows. Tear begins to well in Aang's eyes. Again, something murmurs in my head. This is Bamboo Head and Kim's past. Is this Bamboo Head and Kim's past? A sober voice, drenched in woe, echoes in my head.
명예라는 것을 가졌던 때가 잠시 있었다.
For a fleeting moment, I once had this thing people called honor.
청렴한 권리 앞에는 누구나
Vile
악한
men
마음을
whose
갖고 다가가는
hearts
적이
are
있었고
consumed by evil oft approach virtuous officials to seek harm.
그 마술을
And
나의
I
검으로
consider it
뿌리친다는
an
호위
honorable
무사라는
deed
일감이
to be a
나에겐 제법
protector of
명예로운
the
일이었으니
virtuous, to hew those that sought harm against
하지만
them.
그저 청렴하기만 했던 인물은
Yet to be
언제나 세간의 먹잇감이 될
virtuous in a
뿐이고
world of this vicious was to be prey to this merciless world.
이 타락할 대로 타락한 탐관오리들의 마술을 막아내기에
And before
나는
such
역부족일
overwhelming
뿐이었다.
might of vicious, irreparable, corrupt officials, my strength was inconsequential.
결국
I had little
그것이
choice but to
마음을
leave Escort,
끌어안고
cradling my broken
동료들과
spirit
함께
alongside my
에스사를
fellows.
떠날 수밖에 임무를 완수하지 못한 나의 명예는 그곳에 함께 두고 왔다.
I have left my scarred honor behind at the land of my failure.
있을 곳을 잃고 이곳저곳을 돌아다니며 지치는 나의 동료들과
Became
나
vagabonds, lost, wandering, and weary, aimless drifters without a place to call their
나를
home.
믿고 떠나온 이들의 신뢰도 조금씩 떨어지고
Even their faith in my
역시도
decision to leave began to
스스로에 대한
crumble
신뢰를
piece by piece, so did my faith in myself.
나는
I
타락을
began
갔다.
to fall apart.
이미 임무를 완수하지 못한 내가
I've already
정말
failed once.
이들을 이끌 수는
What's
있는
there to
걸까?
say that I'm not failing my dear fellows once
적어도
again?
안정된 삶을 살 수 있게 도우지
At
않으면
least the least I could do is help them lead a stable
하지만
life. Yet
그런 마음으로
the
얻은
invitation I
초대장은
received only led
도리어
them
모두를
to their demise.
죽음에 이르게 만들게 되어 나는 결국
In the end, I failed my mission. I
명예도
failed my
신우도
honor.
모두
I
잃고
failed my dear fellows.
또다시 그때와 같은 모습을 재현하고
Again, I am returned to the land of my failure. The voice continued to murmur, but I had into nothing. But it had evolved into nothing but a low growl and a quiet and incoherent rumbling. I can't help but feel a bit of sympathy at his suffocatingly painful past. But that's exactly why we have to face him, free him of this distortion. Of his distortion. Guys, we're putting an end to this right here, right now.
네. 이 이후는 없겠다는 느낌이 강하게 드는군요.
Yes, it appears that we have no choice. Aang's grown far too agitated to function properly in this battle. It's all up to us now. How is she still moving? She was near death not long ago. She fought through all those people. How is she even still moving? Oh, I am so sorry, buddy. We are going to oh, no, it's this. Wait a minute. This guy beat my ass in the mirror dungeon. Although, albeit I was a lot weaker then. Okay, his whole thing is just bleed. So, basically, win, clash, and pray. Got it. Okay, Faust. Okay, Dawn. Okay, he's got me on speed on several things. I want to make sure these don't land.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
Oh, what?
꿰뚫려라.
We've got this. I'm sure he's not just gonna pull something out of his ass and annihilate me like he did in the mirror dungeon. I'm sure. I love how I can see things early in the mirror dungeon and actually know how to counter them in the main story one. That's kind of neat. Or at least how to deal with them. Not so much how to deal with them, I guess it more or less just gives me if there's like just some out of the blue like mechanic that if you don't know about it can catch you off guard. But yeah, I recognize this guy. I can't remember what he did in the mirror dungeon, but he had something that wiped the floor with all my sinners. So I'm a little wary of this guy. It's so like this, the table's just out of nowhere turned on.
개인적인 끝이.
Oh, dude, if we don't kill you now, the amount of bully build we're gonna get on this turn will the next turn.
40.
So, Bamboo-Handed Kim, I am so sorry about beating you down this bad. Okay, you're new. Let's do
거치적거리지만 마.
this. Might just keel over clashing with the next sinner, though. Well, he did just keel over, but we did get him. Ah, the dungeon. After after a grueling battle, I would call that a grueling battle, more of a minor skirmish. And as we finally managed to drag Bamboo Hand Kim to his knees, the mirage of fathoms of ego began to fall apart. The monolith had already left the fathoms of ego and was back to the center of the office. Just as the office began to resemble the one we walked into, the radio I carried began to buzz again. Hey, can you hear me? If you do, give me a TikTok.
힘든 싸움이 끝난 지 얼마나 됐다고. 잘도 그런 농담이 나오네요, 단테.
Very funny, Dante. You know we barely survived a deadly encounter. We barely survived a deadly encounter. We wiped the floor with that guy. There was no danger here. Ishbel. Well, she asked me to. Perfect. We really didn't have much time left. Since it looks like the monolith is briefly stabilized, let me teach you how to lock it down. Don't take too long or that distortion is going to turn into an abnormality. Follow my instructions and to the T, and don't lag behind. It's all about precaution and speed. She seems awfully cheerful for how dire the situation is. I follow the radio's instructions and reach out to the monolith with my palms. Oh, some light came out from where I reached out with my fingers. The voice coming from the radio is pretty nonchalant about this, and it almost sounded like she could see exactly what I was looking at. Right, straight down from there. You're doing good. Now move left, take it slow now. I couldn't help but wonder if I was doing this right, but I still followed her directions and drew a trail of light with my hand over the monolith. And Bamboo-Headed Kim is now busting a nut. That is lovely. Could you please not do that right now, sir? Mentor. The shimmering black tendrils began to withdraw from Bamboo-Headed Kim's body. Maybe the distortion is withdrawn too. Good work, Detective. The levels... Good look, Detective. The levels are stabilizing. I can't seem to stop calling you Detective, huh? Sorry, old habits die hard, you know. Sounds like she's reporting to someone else on the other side of this communication. Good work, bus dudes. LCA will be there in a minute. Just sit tight. LCA, not the rude after team lady from earlier? Ezra. Well, anyways, thanks for the assistance, everyone. LCD Distortion Task Force Ezra over and out. Radio shut off before any of us had the chance to say anything again. Not 5 seconds later.
뭐가 이렇게 우르르 들어와?
My, they're really piling in, huh?
LCA, 특수작전
LCA, Special Operations Unit. Orders commencing secure item retrieval. Right, the item is confirmed and secured. Well, looks like our job is done here. I don't even have to say anything, not that they could hear me anyway, before the uniformed troops marched in and started attaching various tools to the monolith. Trouble T27601 unconfirmed requesting
저게
location.
뭔 소리냐?
What are you blathering about? Rewording. Where is the distorted individual?
그를 말하는 것이라면 모노리스의
I am aware of who
옆에
you seek. He sits next to the monolith. Where has he gone?
약 3분 전 앵도라는 자가
An
소파
individual
뒤로
by the
끌고
name
가는
of
것을
Aang dragged
목격했다.
him behind the sofa. Approximate time of event 3 minutes ago. I didn't ask you to tell us if you noticed something important going. Didn't I ask you to tell us if you know something important going on in the background? Or Salt.
동일한 상황이 다시 오면 보고하도록 하겠습니다.
I'll make it an immediate report should an identical event occur. Versalt, I love you, but Jesus, dude. It's why those LCA agents were growing visibly uneasy. Alert, abnormal reaction detected from entity T27601's proximity. And when the agent ran over and kicked over the sofa.
앵두양.
Oh, we're gonna have to. Oh no, we're gonna have to fight Aang, aren't we? Miss Aang? There was Aang, her arms slightly wrapped around Bangbu had him. Her hand holding a blade that dug deep into her mentor's flesh.
당신이 얼마나 아픈 과거를 가졌는지 내가
I
수상할 수는
know
없지.
not of your painful past. I cannot possibly know in detail what you have gone through. But
그것이 진우를
that
베어넘기는
cannot
응당의
be
이유가
a just
될
reason and
수는 없지 않습니까?
excuse for cutting down your very own fellows.
앵두양. 그는 제정신이 아니지 않았는가?
Miss Aang, that man is not himself.
아기가 되어 자신을 잃었다면 그 역시
If the blade has
내
consumed my
손으로
mentor,
끝장내야.
turned him into a fiend, then I will end him myself. It has to be me.
아니지. 아니야.
No, not at
사실
all.
전부 변명밖에 되지 않아.
It's all excuses. That's all it is.
애초에 우두가 초대장이니 뭐니 하는 이상한 것을 들고 오지 않았더라면
If Mentor didn't bring some odd invitation to us, if he
에스스에서
hadn't caused
도망나오게
us
된
to
원인이
flee
되지
S-Corp,
않았더라면
our home to begin with,
그래요. 그대의 목소리가 이제 좀 선명해.
oh yes, I hear you. Your voice is finally growing clearer. Mutation distortion of subject entity confirmed. Phase 1 of the Monolith 3 activation process may have been engaged. We can't just let her be. She's going to distort. Result, knock Miss Aang out. Damn. Without hesitation, too. Damn. Mersault struck Aang hard before the LC agents even had a chance to do anything. Stabilized distortion nullified the subject's loss of consciousness. Oh my god, sometimes the most effective method is just punching someone right in the freaking face, apparently. Several confirmed on subject T27601. Wound not critical, will not pose challenge to retrieval and recovery.
명령대로 처리했습니다.
I have carried out my task as you have ordered. Thank you. Wow.
내가 지금 뭘 본 거야?
What just happened? Was that caused by the monolith's influence
그렇다고
too?
볼 수 있죠.
A plausible explanation. The monolith was properly
남은
sealed, but
영향력이 파고들었던 것
its
같습니다.
lingering influence seems to have seeped into her. Oh hey, the levels went bonkers over there just now. The radio began buzzing all on its own again. Requesting radio, I will receive LCD message. Okay. Acknowledge, please speak. Oh, you're LCA, aren't you? I'm Ezra from LCD. Nice to acknowledge. Commencing sitrep. Oh, you know what? You're not the only one who knows how to cut people off. I already got your sitrep, okay? I don't need it. There are 2 people there, right? Just bring them both over here. Negative. Exact orders state retrieval targets are to be. Come on, loosen up, huh? Concerned, the monolith alone would be difficult subject to contain. That's okay, our very own detective, our very own LCD team leader said she'll take care of it. Besides that monolith, the detective and I have successfully retrieved that before. And considering that 2 of them are both returnees from the library, considering that 2 of them have both been pulled from the edge of distortion, it'll definitely help us with our records, don't you think? Understood. However,
뭐야? 그러면 얘네 뭐 끌려가서 인체 실험 뭐 그런 거 당하는 거 아니야?
what the hell? Are we kidnapping them for some dodgy human experimentations or something? Okay, so I know that there's been scary rumors of kidnappings in T-Corp, but what we're doing here is completely unrelated, alright? I appreciate it if you didn't compare us to the likes of those backstreet rumors. Sure, you guys can leave them there, but if we don't take them in, they'll distort and get killed. And who knows, the Kurokumo clan or even the Thumb could catch wind and pick them up instead.
그것도 그렇긴 하네.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, make sure to bring them in, both of them, okay? Acknowledged. Retrieving now. The call dropped. The agents swarmed around there. The pair bound them, disappearing out of the door. All of it was done in one fluid, practiced motion. I don't know when it happened, but they already retrieved the monolith when the LCA agent picked up the LCD's
그럼
call.
이제 상황 종료인가?
Right, so mission accomplished, huh? I guess so. Warning, recommended action for the manager. Immediate extraction from the scene, immediate arrival of the Thumb, highly likely.
중지 다음엔 엄지인가.
So after the middle is the Thumb. I wouldn't give to see the look on their stuck-up faces. I think he's telling us to get out of here before the Thumb catches us red-handed. Correction, Limbus Company is already on crash course against the Thumb the moment we commence this mission. That makes sense. It'll only be a matter of time before they put pieces together and realize that we've involved in what happened.
이렇게 엄지까지 건드려도
Are you sure that we can handle not only the middle, but also the Thumb? Irrelevant. A foe is a friend is a foe of Limbus Company. Delayed extracting scene first. With a cryptic message, the LCA agent quickly withdrew from the scene. He knows something, but won't tell us what it is. At least that was the impression I got from the way he spoke. I came to meet so many departments of I came to meet so many departments of the company in such a quick succession. The LCA, the LCD, and the LCCA. An odd question aroused once again. Something I'd forgotten as we kept ourselves busy with the missions we've carried out so far. I really don't know much about this company I'm working for. And there's this mysterious Herman and the equally puzzling Damien. Maybe in the grand scheme of things, I really don't know anything. Maybe what I know amounts to nothing more than a pinch of knowledge available to the powers that be. I thought we were pretty deep into our journey, but I was starting to feel that in a far future, if we look back on the records of this journey, we wouldn't even be 10 pages into the book. I began walking back to the bus, sinners, my head further mirrored with the confusion.
그 짧은 시간에 별별 사람 다 만나본 것만 같은 기분이 들어.
We really ran into a lot of people in such a short time, huh?
이 회사가 어떻게 돌아가고 있었는지는 대강 알 수
Well, I'm
있어서
pretty
좋았던
happy
것
I
같네요.
got to know more about the workings of this company. Once we returned to the bus, the sinners each began chattering away about what just happened.
김 작가님은
I wonder what's going to happen to Aang and Bamboo Hat and
우리가 알 수
him.
있는 일은 아니다.
That
같은
does
회사의
not appear to
부서라고는
be the
하지만
information we
실제로 우리가 알 수 있는 건
are
에즈라라는 사람의
privy
목소리뿐
to.
아니었나.
Though we all work under the same company, all that the LCD shared with us was the name of the contact, Ezra.
그러다면 설마
Then is Limbus
정말로
Company truly
신체실-
kidnapping people for human experiment?
그런 게 그렇게 쉽게 시작되진 않아.
You don't just start experimenting on humans
사람도
like
그냥
that. It's not something that
소문은
just
소문이라고
happens.
했잖아.
Remember what the LCD woman said. Rumors are just that. Rumors. Well, yeah, but given the things we've seen, that seems fairly likely that could happen. Gregor furrowed his brows as though some unpleasant memories from his past began flooding in. He dug into his pocket of cigarettes. There's LCD, but LCA seems really out of place. Even when compared to the other departments, it's like they're from a completely different company. As we made our way back to the bus, I slowly began to organize my thoughts on everything that's happened. I don't know what I don't know that I did. Well, I did know that it wasn't the most productive thing for me to do. Faust, you're not going to answer my questions, are you?
죄송합니다. LCB 부서 외의 내용을 언급하는 것은
I apologize. At the
지금으로선
present moment, it's
힘들겠습니다.
difficult for me to disclose any information that does not concern the LCB department.
관리자나 수감자나 조급함이 없으면 아무래도
It's like
이
impatience
버스에
is
탑승할
a
자격이
prerequisite for boarding this bus, manager or sinner. Virgil sighed as he muttered, he must have seen me bearing my clock head in my palms. Your journey
당신의 여정 속에는 반드시
will inevitably lead
의문에
to
대한
answers to
해답이
all your
있습니다.
questions, Dante.
단테. 어차피 따라가다 보면 마주할
Just follow the
것을
path and it shall be
빨리
revealed.
들춰낼
There
필요가
is no
있습니까?
reason to rush.
그리고
Besides, Virgil's gaze fixed for a brief moment slightly above my head. I wondered if he was looking at my flame.
아닙니다.
It's nothing.
어쩌면 나도 점점 조급함이라는
Perhaps your
것을 물들어가는
impatience is
걸지도.
rubbing off on me. I suppose I shall find out along the way as well. Virgil scoffed, muttering something incomprehensible to himself, then turned away from me. It was clear that he had no intention of continuing this exchange.
출발하지.
Let's go, Charon.
기다렸어.
Been waiting for vroom vroom time.
목표는 T사의 유명한 언덕.
Drive him to the famous heights of T-Corp. So, he didn't seem happy. The bus took off once again, something times dead. Sometimes bustling, sometimes dead silence.
싱겁네요. 윗대가리가
She
죽었으니
is so pretty
이제
with those
당신들도
tattoos.
우리 조직 밑에서 부르게 되겠죠. 식구 취급을 해주진 않으니 알아.
Oh, we're going into Canto 4 now. Wait, no, Canto 4. What? Oh no, that means 6. That means 6. Okay. It says the event is still open. Is there a way I can... Oh, okay, so I still get clear rewards even if I've already done it. Okay. I was wondering how I got more points for that. It's showing I still can. Is there anything I want? Okay, this diamond's very cute. What's her passive? Oh, it's poise stuff. Eh. I mean, there's nothing else for me to really nab. Okay, so that all that is a banner? I don't think those do anything. They're not really worth using my points for this other stuff I can get. What? Special? What's a special ticket? Wait, what's that do? Wait, what's a special ticket do exactly? Oh wait, no, it's this. It's this, ain't it? No. Is it? Wait, is it this? Is it like the surrounding thing? Oh, is that it? I don't even remember how to change this. Yeah, I'm trying to be Elden Ring right now, and the DLC with the spike balls. Why does it feel like it's 4 o'clock? I don't know. It's like 1:33, but I'm very sleepy too. It do feel like that. I don't know why. It do feel like that. Oh, I'm actually almost at my battle pass limit. Oh. Surprise. Do I want to start Canto 4 tonight or hold off until tomorrow? Because I'm going to be streaming this tomorrow too. So what's the theater drive? No, that's not drive, it's you. I think it's you. I do want this. I'm debating if I want to keep going or... Okay, well, first let's do this. I guess traffic sucks no matter which nest we go to. We've been traveling at a snail's pace through the extreme congestion of the nest for several days now. But you're clearly affected by this boredom, sighed and muttered. We've been through similar long periods of inactivity before, but boredom isn't something one could easily get used to. I suppose it became a part of my job to listen to the sinner's complaints about the slow pace of our travel. How much longer until the T-Corp immigration checkpoint? My only option is to give them a reminder of how far we are from our destination. Considering that we will be on standby for approximately a day at our next stop, and taking into account various other stops we will make en route, estimated time is arrival is 3 days now. Oh. It's not like we're traveling very far, but this is awful traffic. It feels way further than it really is. Grigger's right. It didn't seem like the city was that big. Maybe there's something to these inevitable overly long travel times, something I'm yet to understand. I guess driving around a large bus through narrow back streets is what's taking us such a long time. I believe that would be it would have been faster to march on foot. Yet, what is our room and yet, what of our room and board? Are you unaware that camping out in the open is a natural part of any long march? Hey, Officer Otis, not everyone's been a soldier here. And if we're unlucky, we might have run into these terrifying sweepers before the break of dawn. Even a partial mention of their name drains all color from Sinclair's face. I remember what the sinners once told me about them. that before the break of dawn, there are these things called sweepers that sweeps up every trash in the back streets. It's kind of terrifying how broad their definition of trash can be. They call that night the hour, or they call that hour the night in the back streets, or something like that. The bus is one of few vehicles recognized by the city as a residential vehicle, which means that we remain safe from the hands of sweepers. Attempting to sleep outside the bus in the back streets would not permit a restful sleep. Instead, one would be forced to survive the onslaught of sweepers for an hour in the early hours of dawn. Makes sense, those sweepers do clear the back streets of residential areas after all. A slow yet safe travel by vehicle, or at fast yet high risk march on foot. This is quite the strategic dilemma. Yeah, it's called stay on the bus and take a couple extra days. It's fine. I do not believe that the latter option is up for consideration of any fellow. The bus once again consumed by the commotion. And in that commotion, barged the creak of an opening door with a familiar sigh. I understand that all of you must be quite impatient, but we are precisely on schedule. Save your breath and stop complaining. By the looks on your faces, I would have been worried about the mutiny if I would have been worried about a mutiny if I had known better. Those papers in your hand, new orders from the higher-ups. Virgil was holding what appeared to be a handle of freshly printed paper. This wasn't the first time something like this had happened. Sometimes after communicating in his room with the higher-ups of the company, he'd bring out a few sheets of paper to bring us up to speed. Okay, yes, they new update. Don't tell me we're going on another detour. I'll say that I'm quite done clearing up those distorted messes. Look, we have to get... Stop whining like a child. There won't be more detours until we reach our current destination. Virgil frowned his brows and walked up to the front of the bus, leaning against the first row of chairs, and began leisurely shuffling through the documents. This is just an announcement. It says that there will be changes to how your records of abnormalities, distortion, and are categorized. Wait, so we gotta do a bunch of paperwork? No, once completed, your observation logs are all digitized and shared with the upper echelons of the company. Of course, if the observation logs themselves need to be edited, there may be orders to make a direct adjustments by hand. However, the categorization of each entity will be updated automatically. They are merely informing the sinners of an upcoming changes. It's nice to have someone else do the explaining for once. She is right. I presume that this ought to do... I presume that this has ought to do with the new types of that we have encountered before. Yes, that is in all. Virgil closed his eyes, wearing a lightly warily and lightly folding papers in his hand, and called out to sinners. He's saying, Ishmael. He pointed at Ishmael and he's saying, yeah? You have called upon my name? I'll leave it up to you two monsters to explain the contents of these documents. I don't feel like I'm up to the task of explaining what's on the paper to all of you. With that, Virgil pretty much shoved the papers in Ishmael's hands before taking a seat in the front row of the bus. Did he just dump his responsibility onto us? Yeah, I think he did. Ishmael didn't seem too happy about the sudden turn of events. Still, she opened the document and began reading. I can never tell if he actually doesn't care about us or if he's just naturally comes off as a cold person. So what does this thing say, Ishi? Give me a sec. So, does it say anything about the new abnormalities? Looks like these documents are from the LCD, and the sender address says LCD is the department that contacted Manager Esquire, is it not? Ezra, was it? I still vividly remember her chaotic, budding voice coming through the radio. The former L-Corp. The bus begins to fill with a familiar hectic buzz once again. Well, if you would allow me to, Miss Ishmael. Hussein chimed in, who helped Ishmael's explanation of the documents, but this is exactly why I'm the only one who ever reads the guides. I can see veins starting to pop in Ishmael's fingers. At this rate, she's going to drop the documents in favor of her mace. Wait, Ishmael, I've got to calm down. I hurried over to Ishmael and practically hung onto the documents in her hands. We nearly tore the bundle of documents in half, but she quickly gave up and loosened her grip. Oh shoot, Otis, please keep Don and Heathcliff quiet while I take care of this. Oh yes, this will be fun. Please avoid stabbing any of them as well. Without killing or beating them up, please. Ugh. Okay, Shu slowly lowered Don's length. And she picked up. Alright then, if you have any questions while Ishmael reads from the documents, raise your hands to be recognized. You saying, Faust, you guys don't need to raise your hands to speak, so please chime in if there's any details you can elaborate on. Understood. Very well. Brody, if anyone tries to speak out to him, please smack him lightly in the head. If you do good, I'll make sure to order extra desserts during our team's dinner. You sure ought to motivate people, Dante. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to get her attention. That's it. What an impressive growth of leadership capabilities, Executive Manager. All right, first bonk goes to Wait, that wasn't... A few minutes later... Oh, no. He might have wanted to specify how much force she should use. After a quick commotion, I found the situation settled enough to return the documents to Ishmael's hands. Then I'll leave it to you. Former L-Corp, also known as Laboratory Corporation, used to contain and manage the abnormalities that we faced in their branches. Even take into account their strengths, we're supposed to be was suppressed by the golden bowels, there was a pretty significant difference between their risk level categorized and the actual risk level involved in facing them. Other employees and higher-ups of Limbus Company apparently felt that something was familiar yet off, and that's why they investigated this issue through the LCD department. So far, there have been 5 categories of risk levels. 5? Aren't there only 4 of them? Rhodia punched Heathcliff in the crown of his head, and he promptly slumped to the ground out cold. Maybe it was the suddenness of the attack that did it. You didn't kill him, did you? Nah, he'll be fine. It's Heath. It's not like I smacked him that hard. Yeah, he's probably just knocked out cold. Alright, you can go ahead. Oh, yes, Sinclair is out. You can go ahead. Ishmael nodded at Sinclair. Well, I thought there were only 4. I don't know how to pronounce those. Just like Heathcliff said. They're only ones we've seen so far, yeah, but according to the documents, the highest risk level is labeled Elf. Like I said earlier, there was a pretty significant disparity between their categorization standards and our experience with them in the field. Which is why apparently they're planning to make overhauls to those standards by Limbus Company standards. Go ahead, Mersault. I must inquire that exactly this overhaul entails. Does this mean that the abnormalities will be recategorized with a pre-existing framework of categorization, or will other risk level categories be created? It doesn't elaborate that far, but it says that the Lobotomy Corporation used each abnormality's production capabilities to categorize them into different risk levels. Abnormalities with more complicated, difficult management conditions apparently produce more. I guess there's more complicated. I guess the more the complicated the abnormality is, the harder they are to fight. Does that line up with? That does line up with our experiences, sort of. But it can hardly be said that it was flawless. Looks like they're trying to make these risk levels better reflect our own field experiences. Which doesn't rule out the possibility of them adding more tiers of to the pre-existing ones. When we conduct not management, but the combat against these foes, it is sensible that the standards of risk levels be adjusted according to Rhodia, wait, Yuseng can speak without raising his hand. Oh, right, my bad. Rhodia. I managed to stop Rhodia before her fist connected with Yuseng's crowd. It was almost as if she was moving based on pure instinct. Also, that's why they're overhauling the risk levels based on the actual risk of each abnormality poses in battle. So we do well to be aware of the possible changes to the risk levels written in observation logs. And they'll let us know again once the precise details are decided. The next section is about distortions, which Dawn raised her hand, but Ishmael continued to explain without coming to a stop. She probably just ignored her. So far, we've been using the same subject classification codes as abnormalities or just for distortions. But it's gotten pretty clear that there's a big difference between them, enough to give these two groups distinct classification codes. The difference being, Hung raised his hand and Ishmael nodded. Dawn appeared a bit crestfallen. The difference is that when defeated, abnormalities transform into their egg-like forms, but distortions don't, am I right? Correct, distortions can be completely subdued simply by defeating them in battle. But any method of fully slaying the abnormality is yet to be discovered, even in theory. Concept incinerator, maybe? So she says, well, we've all had first-hand experiences against them. It shouldn't be too hard to understand. Oof. Here comes the last subject. The ones about they're going to give them a classification code scheme different from abnormalities as well, including new types we recently encountered. As a classification basis, abnormalities and distortions both have elements of uniqueness that is missing from individual. Considering this has been deemed okay, I don't really get what this is talking about. Faust walks up next to Ishmael and began to explain. Uniqueness in this context refers to the fact that no same entity exhibits the same location. It would be helpful to recall our encounters with that have been against multiple duplicates of the same category. However, no such encounters have been made against distortion or abnormalities. Hopefully, this has been a sufficient explanation for all. Alright, so simply put, we can just toss all into the same bin, but each one of them, abnormalities and distortions, is special and unique. They could have explained it much easier if they just bonked. Heathcliff seemed to have been woken up from his coma, but I'll be looking forward to the extra dessert. Already, why can't we have her doing this more often? His moment of lucidity barely lasted a moment. Although, I don't know if bonking it was the right call here, because he was actually having a big brain moment, rare for Heathcliff. And that's all there is to it. Phew, this is pretty great, huh? It's refreshing to do something like this once in a while. Dawn has not lowered her hand since Ishmael ignored her first time, even for a brief moment. Fine, ask away. Dost thou know the name of the LCD employee who hath composed that report? Ishmael seemed to be a bit taken back from Dawn actually managed to ask a rather sensible question, even though it was asked with a very same enthusiasm as you've been talking when talking about fixtures, that is. Oh, sure, give me a sec. Cinder LCD on-site investigation reasoning team leader Moses. Well, we might as well keep that name in mind, since we'll probably run into them sooner or later. I'm sorry for ignoring you, Don. When I was finally given her answer she so passionately craved, she did not appear happy or excited about it. Instead, she seemed to be absorbed in deep thought. Something wrong, Don? I recall hearing that name in the past, yet I cannot quite recall as to whom that name may have belonged to. Right now okay, now we're actually done. Darn, I thought I'd be able to collect a bit more dessert. This was more time consuming than I initially expected. Dante now. Alright, it's about time. Alright, hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. This could have dragged on much longer, but the sinners thankfully were pretty cooperative, so we managed to finish our day early. And, well, that's mostly thanks to Rhodia bonking people upside the head when we needed them to quiet down. She was a big factor in that. This could have dragged... Oh, I heard that. If all the sinners through the back door of the bus might hurt a little lighter than it was at the start of the day. I feel like I've forgotten something. It took me about 20 minutes to realize that we left Heathcliff out cold on the bus floor. Oh. Poor Heath probably missed most of that conversation. Poor Heath. Do I want to start this now or save this? We have streamed for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's a little shorter than normal. Although starting a main... Starting a main canto might be best if I start a separate stream for this so it's all lumped together into one. And I am getting sleepy. What to do? How about you? Stages. I'll nab you, sure, why not?
주도라니 본인은 그
Oh, and another one of my things gets replaced. Oh, this is not. So how much do I have left of my bleed team while this event's going? I have you, well, not really even you, I have you. I guess I get away with those three and Faust. Yeah, my blood fiend thing is set up is all out of wonk. So what else do I have for the battle? I'm very close to actually getting that too. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be the end of this stream for the night, everyone. It is, yeah, it's 2 a.m. I am sleepy. I might as well call it now. So, and I have possible plans where I might need to change my schedule around a bit. I'm still not sure yet, but yeah, without further ado, though, I am gonna end stream now. Do I have any viewers on Twitch to send to anybody? No, I don't, sadly. Okay. So a little bit of a slow day today, but well. But yeah, without further ado, though, I'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody, and bye-bye. Why is it not doing the thing?
Buen tomato.